Hey everyone, it's Erica. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to be joining Megan in her Crafty Meggy 5-year YouTube-iversary. And there is a great list of YouTube hoppers down below. And what we are doing is scrap lifting one of Megan's layouts. And I just shared the layout that I will be scrap lifting with all the little hexagons on it. I will be using the Cocoa Vanilla Midnight Collection that I received from one of my sponsors for my crop that I had in February, Click Kits. They sponsored this awesome gift to everyone, a paper collection, a 6x12 sticker sheet, ephemera, and the tags. So I'm quickly going through that. All the information for the hop will be down below. There are also giveaways, so make sure you check out all the videos and leave comments down below and subscribe and like to be entered into the giveaways. I'm going to use this die from Catherine Pooler called Love Connection Die, and I will leave it linked down below if you're interested. I have 4 photos that I'm going to be using, and I think in Megan's, I think she had 4 or 5 as well. And I'm going to cut out some of these hearts from this die, and I'm going to frame my photos with the die. I love this die, and I haven't separated it yet. You can separate all the rings and die cut them individually. I have not done that yet because if you leave it full, it does the hearts, and then it also does like this other design frame or ring that's pretty cool. So I haven't cut them apart yet because I do like both of the designs when you die cut the full set. I mean, you can cut it apart and then kind of piece it back together if you wanted, but for now I'm just leaving it together. So I'm going to run this die through my Big Shot 4 times with this Love Connection die from Catherine Pooler. And then here are all my photos. They are of my son and his girlfriend Sophia from their homecoming this year, or this past year. And I did 2 in black and white and 2 in color. And the paper that I punched out is from the Midnight Collection. So I'm going to, my plan was to use this white background because in Megan's layout, she did a white background, which you all know I love a white background. So I'm going to start out doing that. I have these little frames and I'm going to place them on the photo and then kind of get the photos situated how I want them. And then I'm going to trim down the white piece of American Crafts cardstock because my plan was to mat the white cardstock on another piece of pattern paper, kind of like Megan did in hers. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. And then I'm going to change my mind. So for this circle up here, I decided that I'm going to put my journaling in. So I took a circle die cut and added my journaling with my We Are Memory Keepers typewriter. That way I had another big circle on the layout, and I love how that looks. So here we go. We are going to cut down this American Crafts white cardstock, and then I think I'm going to mat it on this beautiful blue pattern paper from the Midnight Collection. I'm just going to kind of thumb through these papers and say, oh, which one do I want? And then I see this paper and I'm like, oh, this one is really pretty. It would make a great background because it already has like watercolor and some like mixed media look to it. So I'm gonna place my circles here and then on this one and be like, yep, this one is it. So this is the paper that I'm gonna use for my background. It kind of has a little frame around it already, and the center is pretty much white. So I think this will do just fine. I'm going to trim off that bottom piece there and then get going on my layout. This layout came together really, really quickly. Maybe a half an hour it took me to do this. After I had everything die cut and punched out, it went by really, really fast. So I'm just going to add some glue to this frame and add it to the circle here and get that all stuck down. Now my circles they're not like a perfect fit for the little circle or the heart frames, but that doesn't bother me. It's It's like the photos, I used a die and had like stitching around it, and you can see a little bit of stitching, but not all of the stitching. But I think it looks fine. You'll see in the close-up photos, you might be able to see some of the stitching. It does not bother me one bit. I just love the way that those hearts, like the little love hearts connection, the connection die from Catherine Pooler. I just love all those little hearts all the way around. So what I'm doing is just adding the little die cut pieces to the photos, and then I set them up to dry a little bit because there was glue kind of oozing out the back of them. And then I'm going to start to get them placed down on my layout, how I want them to go. I kind of went, was looking at Megan's layout as I was kind of placing mine around the layout. Like I said, hers has the hexagons and then mine had the circles. I was going to do hexagons as well, but then this die, oh, that's my little one, sorry, my die was sitting on my desk, and I'm like, you know what, I really want to use this. So I decided to go with circles instead of hexagons, and I really love how it turned out. So I'm just going to get these placed on the layout, get them situated how I want them to go, and then I'm going to use some foam tape to adhere some of them down to the layout, and then some of them I'm going to adhere directly to the layout with some Tombow Runner. Once I get them all adhered, I will begin to add some embellishments from the ephemera pack. So now I'm just going to go through the ephemera that I poured out into this little dish and pull out the pieces that I want to use on my layout. I pull out some of the floral pieces and the leaves and some of the words. There's some like banner words in there. And then there are some circle pieces that I also pulled out as well. And then I'll begin to get them situated on the layout. Like I said, this layout came together so quickly. It was nice to be able to just have Megan's layout there for inspiration and then just kind of go, and everything just kind of fell into place. Really nice. I will leave links down below for you guys. Make sure you check out all of the crafters in this hop. Also go to Megan's channel, subscribe to her channel. Happy anniversary. 5 years on YouTube is awesome. So make sure you guys head on over there and show Megan tons of love. So I'm just placing some different embellishments around the layout. I was trying to make those little circles work, and I tossed them off to the side, and then I'll end up putting them back on my layout after a bit. I fidget so much with my ephemera on where I want to place them, like the different flowers, and then I had trouble like deciding which banners to use because they were all so cute and they all went perfectly with this layout. I love this collection from Coco Vanilla Studio. So I was super excited that I was able to get this as one of the prizes, or one of the gifts at my crop. So I'm just adding some florals down here on this photo, and then some different florals up here at the top. The photos are all from Homecoming of Grant and Sophia. There's one of them, you know, just looking at me, and then the one where they're walking away, and then I've got one of her corsage, and then the other one of him putting on her corsage. And I love that I did the two black and white and then the two color. So I'm just going to continue to embellish around the layout. If you are new to my channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and subscribe. And if you like this video, give it a like. So I'm just going through and adding more stickers and embellishments. And I do add some of the hearts that are on the sticker sheet. I put them around the layout, and then I decide to pull them off because I want to add some black to the layout for some contrast, because I do have those 2 black and white photos and I think that it just needs another punch of black. So I pull out my favorite Illustrated Faith Bella Boulevard enamel hearts that I have in black. I have like 5 packs of these. I love them. They're sitting on my desk all the time. So I pull those out and I put 3 of those around my layout. So here's where I added those other circles. I had 2 or 3 more of the heart frames. So I went ahead and added those to those ephemera pieces from Cocoa Vanilla. And then I'm going to adhere those down, and I think that just kind of finishes off the circle pieces on the layout. I love the way that those 2 die cut pieces look with that Catherine Pooler die. So I just add a couple more pieces of ephemera and that pretty much finishes it up. The last thing I do is add some black Heidi Swap Color Shine to the layout. I was going back and forth on whether or not I wanted to do it because I didn't want to mess up the layout and I didn't want it to get on the photo. So I cut out a bunch of circles with some scrap paper and covered up all the little circles on my layout and then added my Color Shine. And I love how it looks in the end. Like I said, I will leave links down below for you guys. Make sure you guys hop along and leave love to everyone in the hop. Thank you, Megan, for asking me to participate with you in your 5-year YouTube anniversary. I'm so excited for you, and I cannot believe you have been on for 5 years. That's so awesome. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to comment so you guys are entered in all the giveaways. Information is all listed down below. I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.